Alright, that was the folks at boom. I was on 205 numbers after the name. A little games beating action over here. And this was a little bit difficult to quantify, right? Because I never really know like when a Call of Duty game is beaten. Because it's not really beaten ever, I guess. But back in the day we used to have single player, pretty much wouldn't be when I beat it on veteran. And we don't have single player in this one. So I was kind of thinking, before I even like made this video, like when the game came out, like how the hell this would work for games beaten. And I was like, when I get a blackout win, I'll enjoy it. And I'll put it up. And yeah, that took like a day, so I was like, oh, alright, like, word, okay, that's cool. So we consider this beaten, I guess, even though it's an ever-evolving product or whatnot over here. So we posted some Wasteland Wednesday wording material right here, running around the subs. Y'all already know how it is. Probably doing Blackout the rest of the month. Then after that, we'll kind of reassess. Once the new year starts, we'll reassess where the channel's at and all that jazz and see if we make some changes. Or, you know, yet I see no changes. So we'll see kind of how that goes. Overall impression of the game, man, I guess we'll go tier by tier as to what the game is. There's no single player, right? That's the big negative. It's a big ooh, ah, ah. I don't like that. I like the single player game, so I missed that. I would prefer if that were in this. But once I kind of understood that they were switching it for like a battle royale thing, and not even switching necessarily, but they were adding kind of the battle royale and the multiplayer and kind of the zombie and fleshing everything out, I think it's fair enough. You're going to play the Battle Royale modes a lot more than you're going to play the single player mode. That's just facts, so why invest like all those resources into that when you're doing something else? But obviously I do like the single player, so it's missed, but the trade-off is definitely correct and much better off this way by like miles too. So, let's talk about the Battle Royale mode. Blackout. Blackout's dope, man. There ain't really much to say about it. It's what I wanted out of PUBG. So to me, it really fits in well. I'm not a Fortnite guy. I tried it like once or twice. I don't. The building mechanics to me are. I mean, that was just atrocious. I didn't even know what the hell was happening. And the shooting was alright. The graphics were. And I was like, nah, it's ain't for me. I don't understand really the whole seasons thing. I mean, I understand it, but I'm not a participant in that kind of a model. I'm like, nah, I'm not really. I don't know. It's cool. It's great. Obviously, enjoy it. If you like it, like it. Don't, like everything in life. If you enjoy it, knock yourself out. Go crazy, but it ain't for me. So PUBG, when it came to Xbox, I was pretty excited. I don't really got a PC that can handle that kind of stuff, so I was like, alright. I was like, I'm cool with trying out PUBG over here, seeing what this is about, man. And I like PUBG, but for consoles, it was broken. And I have not had a chance to play it yet, but the control scheme was just, I mean, it was just atrocious to play that game on a console. I was like, what the hell? You know, there was some lag, there was some stuff, vehicles were OP, whatever. There's some stuff that could be tuned, and that wasn't, like, great at the beginning, but it could be fixed, so I was like, alright, that's alright. But the controls themselves, I was like, oh, I was like, that's just bad. Like, this is just, they just put the PC game on an Xbox and said, good luck. Because one thing, I mean, like, I'm not sure, don't 100% quote me on this, but I don't believe there's aim assist in PUBG, and if there is, it's minimal at best on consoles, and I'm cool, I guess, with that, kind of, but, like, you just got to, I don't know, I'm not cool with it, I guess. I'm cool, like, I'm cool with the idea of, like, not having an aim assist, but when you go and play a game without aim assist, you'll realize just how much you need the damn aim assist. That's pretty much the thing, and I've been meaning to go back and play PUBG since Blackout's been out, to kind of compare and contrast, to kind of feel like the differences and whatnot. I just haven't had the opportunity to. I believe right now they have more maps out as well on PUBG than what they initially launched at. I think they might be at 3 on console. I'm not 100% sure. I know Miramar is definitely out. I don't know what happened to the rest of those. I kind of stopped paying attention after a little bit. But whatever. Blackout to me is the PUBG that like actually works, right? Like everything works. There's some small glitches, right? Like some menus still don't work like 100% right. They're still tweaking things, like the new armor system. The audio still could be better. Like there's stuff that like needs to be like fixed and worked on. But it's not to the point like PUBG where like PUBG was kind of just like low-key unplayable. It was like, oh, like this thing's kind of just like not meant for consoles. Like, there's a problem over here. The multiplayer mode is sensational. I don't really have anything else to say about it. I could probably do without the specialists, but whatever. They're here. I can help out if you like them. Unfortunately, the Tempest that I frequent, his RB move over here is pretty dope, and the Purifier sucks. But apparently got patched, so I still haven't used it yet, but apparently got fixed a little bit, so we'll see. I used it once. I played one game since the infamous patch, and I just got popped from behind, and I didn't use it. I'm like, okay. I was like, well, that's still a thing, which is obviously not the damn game's fault. It's more the player's fault, but that's it. The zombies, I'm going to be very quick, because I've literally spent maybe, I don't know, 4 hours total in them. It's the mode I've played the least, to the point where I think there's even like a map I haven't even touched yet. But it's pretty damn good. Like, I mean, graphically, it's amazing. Controls-wise, it's amazing. Gameplay, it's amazing. They had a lot of customization features to it. You can roll out with some bots as well if you want to play that. There's a lot going on in the zombies. It's always fleshed out. They do a sensational job with it. I don't necessarily have the time to invest in that. Like, I'm not going to be prestiging in zombies anytime soon. But I do respect it. I do like it, and I think it's more bang for your buck. Personally, I probably would. I wouldn't make the change single player for zombies, but it'd be pretty close. I'd definitely consider it because I'd get more entertainment out of single player. But in terms of replayability, in terms of that community and whatnot, zombies is a must, and they did a really good job with that over there, man. So if I were to rank the modes right now, I would say multiplayer is the best mode, which might be a little bit of a popular opinion, but multiplayer to me is the cleanest of all the modes, the one that's working the best, the one that's clicking on all cylinders. Blackout's pretty damn good. It's right up there and stuff, but there's still stuff that can be tweaked. They're still kind of playing around and trying to figure out exactly how, like, the hell they want it. And I'm very curious to see, like, what changes happen to Blackout. Like, you know, the Hijack, for example, is coming in over here for us Xbox users. We're getting it tomorrow or whatnot. That's cool, but, like, I think the initial plan is that they're just going to keep changing the map and kind of keep updating it and stuff like that, which is cool, but I would like a second map. Now, I don't know if they have the player count for that. I don't have the player base for it. I know it's a huge tax. But I would love come like June, come like July, come June. Let's say come June. You know, once this game's like a couple months in, all of a sudden it's like, yo, we got Blackout 2, we got Whiteout. Not maybe we just leave the racial connotations outside of the names, but I would really like that. I think that would be kind of like the next step over there in terms of what they do with the battle royale genre in Call of Duty's future. But it's curious to see like what happens with Blackout when the next game comes out. Like, does Infinity War put out a game that like has like, you know, their own version of Blackout? Do you just keep playing Blackout forever? I don't know. That's the here nor there. It doesn't vibe with this review. If I had to give this game a grade, I'd give it a 9.5 out of 10. By miles too. It's not even like close. It's sensational. If you're a Call of Duty fan, this is the game for you. It's pretty damn good on all levels over here, whether you're doing multiplayer, whether you're doing Blackout. The duels feature on Blackout's great as well. The quads, you know, I haven't played them. I'm sure they're pretty damn good. Solo's got it. It's all like its own different experiences, which makes it pretty damn neat. And the multiplayer, the zombie is zombies. It's all fleshed out. It looks good. It plays good. I don't got anything negative to say about this Call of Duty, man. The only thing I'm docking it as is, like, you know, the start, you know, when we're still kind of making adjustments and figure some things out. Like the Purifier, for example, not like killing a damn thing was kind of weird and stuff like that. Very minimal things that will get fixed over here in a constantly evolving game that's even tough to critique or even say anything about right now. But it's pretty damn good. If you're a Call of Duty fan, you're going to like this game. If you're not a Call of Duty fan, you're going to like it as well, man.